This is our town.
This is our house.
Let's raise the roof and touch the sky.
Come on, Cincinnati.
Let's roar.
It is time once again for football preseason style. Game number 3 as the Bengals host the Chicago Bears here at Paul Brown Stadium. Hello again, everyone. Brad Johansson alongside Hall of Famer and Bengals great Anthony Munoz. As smooth as the Bengals looked against the Giants in Game 1, that's how out of sync they looked on national TV Monday night against Tampa. Dropped balls, penalties, fumbles, interceptions. So the onus is back on Andy Dalton once again to smooth it out for this dress rehearsal with the Bears.
Well, Brett, I think the key in preseason is that you have to see positive progress from week to week. And I did not see that. I saw a giant step backwards from week 1 to week 2. So this is a key week. Not only do they have to bounce back offensively and defensively, but they have to take a giant leap forward.
Well, in dress rehearsals, you want the full cast there. He gets a cast member back in Andre Smith on the offensive line.
It's always nice to have all 5 offensive linemen that you'll see opening day, and to have Andre back, I'm sure Andy Dalton is really happy about that.
Bengals made a decision this week to cut Josh Johnson. That makes A.J. McCarron their number 2 quarterback. We expect to see a lot of him tonight. What do you expect to see?
I expect to see him throw a lot of short, quick stuff to get his confidence up as we did last week. And I really think that's going to be a key to this young man, is to get him in the flow by throwing a lot of that short stuff just there and completing them.
All right, the dress rehearsal is on. Bears and Bengals preseason game number 3 from Paul Brown Stadium. The kickoff is coming up next. Welcome back to Paul Brown Stadium. Captains on the field with head referee Terry McAuliffe. Bengals have deferred after they win the toss. Let's throw it down to the third member of our crew, Mike Valpredo, on the field with head coach Marvin Lewis.
Coach, short week, you guys get back Tuesday morning. How was the focus getting these guys kind of back at it to come back quick and play?
Well, it's been a good focus, a good week, and a good week of preparation, and kind of what you want is moving forward in training camp, and that's what it's about. It's a good night tonight to extend our guys a little bit more and still get some of the young guys good play time tonight.
A little bit more important given the dress rehearsal, the third preseason game, and the starters?
Not necessarily, because our third preseason game was after 3 days. So, that went out the window when they allowed games on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday nights. The preseason changed for the NFL.
3 games in 10 days. Coach, good luck tonight.
All right, thank you.
They'll get ready to face the Bears, guys.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Yeah, the schedule does change after this one. Thursday we'll be in Indianapolis to close this one out, and the last thing you want is anyone hurt. So as we see usually in the 4th preseason game, you don't see a whole lot of starters, if any starters at all. Tonight may be the night, but Marvin Lewis still wants to see this group back in sync.
Well, it's interesting. What I personally want to see, I believe this is a very talented football team. I want to see how they come back tonight mentally after what happened in Tampa Bay on Monday night. I think that speaks volumes about a team, how they can be disciplined and bounce back and use it as a motivator. Because as I talked about in the opening, it's a matter of positive progress. And to me, if they come out mentally disciplined and let their physical ability take over, I think there's some progress been made from Monday to tonight.
We may see some of Mike Nugent on field goals tonight, but on kickoffs, in all likelihood, as we do for the opening kickoff, we'll see Tom Obarski. Sonoris Perry back deep for the Bears. And preseason game number 3 is underway. This one will drive Perry out of the back of the end zone. Obarski has shown very well in the preseason. He's put a ton on tape, but it's going to be Mike Nugent's job.
Yep, exactly.
Take a look at the Kroger starting lineups. Brought to you by Kroger. And the Bengals defensive starting lineup. On the line with Dunlap Pecco, Atkins and Gilberry. Your linebackers with Malaluga in the middle. And Dre and Adam Jones at the corners. First and 10 for the Bears from the 20. Cutler with an empty backfield. And a quick hit. 5-yard gain on first down. Josh Bellamy, the catch for the Chicago Bears. Their top 4 receivers gone. Kevin White already with surgery on the shin. Their top pick, number 7 in the draft. Elshon Jeffrey has a calf. Eddie Royal has a hip. Marquise Wilson with a hamstring. We may see some new names for the Bears as they try and run this first-team offense tonight. Give them 6 on first down, 2nd and 4. And the first handoff will take them to the 28-yard line. A.J. Hawk in on the stop. Well, Cutler didn't have his greatest year of all time last year. It was probably maybe his most difficult year in the NFL as you take a look at what he did last season.
Yeah, and I think, you know, you look at that touchdown interception ratio, and that really stands out.
3rd down and 2. The boot, pressure, and he has to throw it before he wants to. Forte was well covered out of the backfield. The pressure came from Wallace Gilberry, and the Bengals defense looked like they did against the Giants with a 3-and-out on the first possession.
That's right. The Winston did not get a whole lot of pressure last Monday night, and right off the get-go, Gilberry had some pressure, and of course Cutler doing the smart thing, just throwing it into the ground, not taking a chance with an interception.
Pat O'Connell to punt for the Bears. And Adam Jones back to receive. A high kick. Jones retreats. Looked like he may have had a hole, but he will lose ground back to the 22-yard line. 44-yard kick. Loss of about 6 on the return. And here comes the Bengals opening drive, brought to you by Fifth Third Bank and Bengals Checking. Open your Bengals checking account with the official bank of the Cincinnati Bengals. $50 minimum deposit accounts may have fees. Fifth Third Bank, member FDIC.
That'd be good to see how the middle of the offensive line, Bodine, Zeitler, and Bowling do after last week's game. Again, that's that bouncing back that we've been talking about.
You start from their own 23 on the first drive. And give to Hill. Not much there to the 25 as we take a look at our Kroger starting lineups on the offensive side of the ball for Cincinnati. And you talked about that line being back together.
Well, and they just brought in their number 2 pick, Fisher. Jake Fisher, the rookie from Oregon, came in as an extra lineman.
They give again to Hill on the left side. Tripped up in the backfield. He falls forward to the 27-yard line.
Brad, that play, they line up Jake Fisher at the left tight end, and they go right to that side. Unbalanced leg line, and they try to run that way. Bears get a little penetration on that play.
You see the numbers from Andy last season. Working with Tom House in the offseason to up his game. Facing a 3rd down and 6 from the 27. Dalton with time to throw on 3rd down. Now scrambles out, has room on his right side, looks for the change and gets out of bounds.
Brad, the Bengals offensive line doing a good job giving Dalton a lot of time, and they picked up a nice stunt. On the right side there, they had a T going out and then coming over the top, and they picked it up, and Dalton flushed out late, but he did have plenty of time to throw the football, and he does a nice job.
Picks up 8 and the first down. Move it to the 35-yard line. Offset I. Set up the screen. Hewitt had room for a moment, but then is tripped up by Kyle Fuller.
Again, the line inviting those defensive linemen in. They do that. Look at number 65, Clint Bowling. Nice pillback block right there, giving Hewitt a little more room. Well-executed screen play.
Give him 4 on first down. 2nd and 6 now from the 39. Dalton with trips right, trips left. And it's the quarterback read. And Andy Dalton, for the second time on this drive, runs for a first down.
Hey, Brad, you mentioned trips right, trips left. He only had 3 offensive linemen in front of him. Look at this. Center 2 guards, takes advantage of it, spreading the Bears out. Nice little option there, keeps it, and gets the first down.
First time we've seen that look in preseason.
First time, so offensive coordinator Hugh Jackson, up-tempo, bringing out some new looks.
New set of downs at the 46. Hill out of the backfield. And that one thrown in a tight window to Marvin Jones, and 82 comes up with it at midfield.
Well, that was really threaded, and you mentioned Marvin Jones doing an excellent job catching that one. Quick pass, as you see the nice pass protection there. Dalton gets back and unloads it, but wow. Looked like the white shirt almost had it, but Marvin Jones comes down with it.
The up-tempo continues, 2nd and 6 at midfield. And to give to Jeremy Hill, hole on the left side. And he looks like he may have enough for yet another first down, this time in Bears territory, as Shea McClellan takes him down. A gain of 6 for Hill.
Up-tempo, they're trying to just run play after play, not a whole lot of time in between the plays. Nice warm night. What's that going to do? You're going to see a lot of substitutions on that Bear defense. If the Bengals can keep this pace going, if this is really what they're going to look like, can you imagine on a hot 1 o'clock start regular season? It'll be tough on defenses.
Here's the look we've seen a lot in preseason. Rex Burkhead in the slot on the right side. 1st and 10 from the Bears 44. And a whistle. This one's blown dead before it started. Motion penalty.
False start. Number 12 of the offense. 5-yard penalty. Repeat, first down.
You got Mohamed Sanu.
When you're up-tempo like that, you're getting right back to the line of scrimmage. It takes a little more discipline, a little more focus. You want to get going. I mean, you want to go, but you got to be patient.
Jeremy Hill checks out. Giovanni Bernard in the backfield. 3 receivers wide left on 1st and 15. Dalton across the middle. Down to the 39-yard line. And McClellan in on the stop after a gain of 11.
I've been looking at Andre Smith right there, number 71, for the first couple plays, doing a nice job. Squares up with his defensive lineman, takes him around the corner, giving Andy Dalton a lot of time to complete that pass to Burkhead.
He's a factor.
Yep.
And he may factor into the wide receiver numbers. Down the middle of the field again.
There he is.
Number 33 has shown in the slot. So what does that mean? Do you keep an extra guy who looks like a back but acts like a wide receiver?
Well, and then you got to think about special teams too. So he's got that extra dimension. What he's done so far right here, open the backfield, spread the backfield out, and he's right down the middle.
The hurry up continues after the gain of 25. Bernard takes it down for a couple more.
I think that has to play into when they're going to keep guys. I mean, a guy that is that diverse as Rex is, you have to take that into consideration.
This is a numbers game. Bengals have to cut down from 90 to 75 by Tuesday and then play their final preseason game on Thursday. This the 11th play of the drive, 2nd down and 8 from the 12. Dalton again with time, middle of the field, got it inside the 10. Tyler Eifert picks this one short of the first down, but down to about the 7-yard line.
Again, that offensive line doing a nice job. Really, there's no penetration. It's just like a wall. Andy has a chance to just look the field over. That time he sees Eifert and hits him. Good pass protection.
3rd down and 3. Dalton 5 of 5 for 48 yards on this opening drive. Are they stepping it up? Yep. Can they finish it? Dalton 6 for 6, 1st and goal. Inside the 5-yard line. Got Gio Bernard in front of Antrell Roll.
The good thing is he's spreading it around. You know, Gio, he's hitting Marvin Jones, Rex, Eifert. The only guy needing to catch now is number 18, A.J. Green.
Gio checks out. Jeremy Hill back in. 1st and goal, Bengals inside the 3-yard line.
I love this formation with 89. Hewitt at the fullback. That is one tough customer.
Loaded on the right side. The give to that side. Jeremy Hill cuts back. Pile pushed. They will mark it close to the 1. Eddie Goldman was in the middle of the pile.
Brad, I don't know what caused him to cut it inside, but watch 89 Hewitt. Stones the guy. I guess it was kind of clogged up. That's why he took it in there. But when I initially saw it, I thought he kind of could have hung on that outside hip of Hewitt, but he kind of took it in. Things got clogged up there.
2nd and goal from the 2. Same I formation. The give again. Hill pushing towards the goal line. No signal yet. And they will mark it down inside the 1.
I look pretty close. Take a look at it here. Great shot here by the crew. Nice push there, Andre. Yep, it was short. Andre Smith. Clint Bowling had a nice push. A nice job of that Bears defense.
Inches from the goal line. They bring in Jake Fisher as the extra lineman on the right side. Quaft in motion. The give to Hill. Pushes the pile to the goal line. Waiting on a signal. And they will call him down. 4th down. The crowd wants the Bengals to go for it.
Take another look right here. There's a nice push. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa.
Looked like the ball may have crossed. I don't know whether you have a definitive angle on that one. This now the 16th play of the drive, and they may take a look. I think Marvin threw the red flag.
One thing the Bengals did have from that last angle, they had a nice push by that offensive line.
Marvin wants to look before he has 4th and inches. 15 plays so far, 4:27 in the 1st. We're scoreless. Well, Jeff Triplett in the puppet tent. Let's take another look. Jeremy Hill on 3rd down, inches away. I don't know whether you have a definitive shot that shows the ball that they can overturn this. Here's one more look.
It's tough to see. It is really tough to see.
Ball in the right hand. Oh,
whoa.
Now that may tell you. That may be enough. Is that good enough for you?
All you need is the tip of the ball, and he was head and shoulders across the line. So how can the football not be across?
After review, the ruling on the field stands.
Wow.
It'll be 4th down. Cincinnati has charged their first timeout and their first challenge.
I don't know whether you have a definitive shot of the football. Preseason, you may not have as many cameras available to you to go into replay.
You mentioned it on the break. You just wedge it right over Zeitler.
You want a quarterback sneak?
I want a quarterback sneak. You have Bodine as the apex of the wedge. You have the 2 guards just come, and he favors the right side. The last couple plays, Zeitler has gotten some unbelievable push.
16th play of the drive. 4th and goal. The quarterback sneak. Still no signal. And we continue to wait. Touchdown.
Yes. We have a little more suspense.
I guess you want to get it right, and the Bengals got it right. 16 plays, 77 yards, 9:03 off the clock on their first drive, and Andy Dalton punches it into the end zone.
Wow, very impressive. The high tempo, I love the mixture of plays, hitting the different receivers, running the football. Tell you what, Hugh Jackson came into this game with an excellent game plan, and the 11 guys on that offense are executing it very well.
Every scoring play is reviewed. They're taking a look at that now as we see Mike Nugent on the field for the first time in preseason. He gets the thumbs up, gives the thumbs up. Touchdowns confirmed. And he will try for the 33-yard extra point. Well, Anthony said he wanted to see smooth. That's about as smooth as it comes. Bengals punch it in and lead 7-0. Hey, welcome back to Paul Brown Stadium. Be sure to open your Bengals checking account at Fifth Third Bank. Receive a Bengals branded debit card and other Houday perks. Visit 53.com/Bengals for details. $50 minimum deposit required. Checking accounts may have fees. Fifth Third Bank member FDIC. 16-play drive for the Cincinnati Bengals. And then it was closed out by Andy Dalton with a quarterback sneak. They take 9:03 off the clock.
Well, the way I calculated, if the first units are going to play half, that means 2 drives. You know, they get the ball back after the Bears have a couple minutes, and then they go another 16, 17, 10-minute drive, and then call it a half.
Sonoris Perry takes this one out to the 25-yard line. We'll be right back after this. Inside look at the team. Watch Bengals Weekly with Marvin Lewis. Join Dan Hoare, Dave Lapham, Marvin Lewis every Sunday throughout the regular season on Local 12 in Cincinnati, ABC 22 in Dayton, and on Fox 28 in Columbus. How about this 16-play drive? Andy Dalton, 6 completions, and of those 6 completions, Anthony, he only hit 1 wide receiver in the drive. They did it on the ground, they did it through the air, and they did it convincingly against this #1 Bears defense.
That's the impressive thing about that drive, was the variety of plays that they came out and executed extremely well.
The give to Forte. He'll take it across the 30-yard line. Forte, second all-time in Bengals yards from scrimmage. Last year, he was over 1,000 yards on the ground. He was over 800 yards through the air and caught more than 100 passes.
And right on that play, he showed some great power. He broke a tackle of Wallace Gilberry for almost a no gain or maybe a loss, and he gained 5-6 yards.
Forte right side. And the Bengals trail along with him. Take him down for very little gain as Vinny Ray is behind the pile and the push.
Hey, Brad, a good matchup to watch from this Bears offensive line is a right guard, Kyle Long, the son of Hall of Famer Howie Long of the Raiders, going against Pecco and Gino. Kyle Long's pretty good, so we'll see what kind of job he can do against our 2 very, very good defensive tackles.
3rd down and 2. Ball at the 32-yard line. The inside give to Forte, and he's got enough for a first down as he takes it out to the 35. Pecco in on the stop. Defensive line is obviously one to watch. Maybe as deep as this team has seen in preseason as they've had in quite so many years.
Pecco doing a nice job. Double teamed by Long and Montgomery, and still coming off to make the tackle. It was for a first down, but doing a nice job making the tackle. There were 2 big offensive linemen double teaming him.
Cutler throws across the middle. And it is caught at the 40-yard line. Martellus Bennett. They may have to use a bunch of their wide receivers tonight as wide receivers for them.
Yep.
Loka in on the stop, making it 2nd and 5 at the 40. Mariani stacked behind Bellamy on the left side on 2nd down and 5. The give inside. And Forte is forced out of bounds with a flag that comes in late. Adam Jones was in on the stop.
Personal foul. Face mask, number 24 in the defense. 15 yards added to the end of the run. Automatic first down.
Take a look at it.
Adam Jones, Forte doing a nice job bouncing it outside. Nice block there. Takes it out, and you'll see right there, slight grab of the helmet, the face mask. We'll take another angle here. Wasn't that much, but you just, yep, he grabbed it right there. Great shot by the crew, seeing it right from the front.
Move it into Bengals territory for the first time. They have it at the 42. Another inside give. And a flag from behind the play as Forte's run out of bounds. Malaluga is there on the stop.
Holding, number 74, the offense. 10-yard penalty, repeat first down.
And Jamon Bushrod.
Bushrod, probably the best offensive lineman going against Gilberry. Ball's doing a good job, and you can see him right there, about undressed him.
So move it back to the 48-yard line. And Jaquiz Rogers comes into the backfield. Back they added from the Falcons this year to go along with Forte. And the give to Rogers. Get it back across midfield to the Bengals 49. Up a second down and 17 as Malaluga's in on another stop.
He read that one extremely quickly there. He filled that hole, made the tackle. Malaluga doing a nice job.
Linebacker certainly one of the question marks for the Bengals going into this season. Cutler across the middle of the field. You got Bennett again. They bring up a third down and about 11 as Vinny Ray is in on the initial stop as the Bengals are pulling at the football.
Adam Jones was signaling Bengals football. I don't know where he was seeing down there. They're still on the pile there, trying to get everybody up.
Bears ball.
Take a look at the end of the play here. See the ball is still in his hand. Oh, there
football's
it comes.
out.
That comes out.
But did he get it back?
It looks like he fell right on top of it. Bennett fell right back on the football.
Anthony, we have reached the end of one. That's what happens when you go a 9-0-1 drive, or 9-0-3 for the Bengals to lead this one 7-0. Hey, catch up on the Bengals action throughout the week. Join us for Bengals Line, presented by Bud Light, live from the Holy Grail from 6 to 9 every Monday night. And then tune in on Wednesdays from 6 to 8 for Bengals Game Plan, presented by Bud Light. Third down and 11 from the 43 for the Bears. 1 of 2 on third down conversions so far. Forte joins Cutler in the backfield. Back to throw under pressure, has to dump it, lets it go. Cutler didn't want to wait for the hit, and the Bengals will force another punt. Nice pressure.
Tell you what, Gilbert's been very active this first. You see a nice little stunt there. Wow. Tell you what, he's come to play tonight.
Yeah, 95's motor's working pretty well.
Sir.
Down and 11. Wallace been a great addition to this Bengals squad. They needed him in desperation, and he has showed up as a regular. Donald to kick on 4th and 11. High kick, fair catch called for and made inside the 10-yard line by Brandon Tate. Bengals have the ball back and the lead after the 34-yard kick. They're up 7-0. It is time to come together as one to cheer on our Bengals. Experience the sights and sounds, the emotion, the electricity of Bengals football in person. So get your tickets today. Visit Bengals.com. Call 866-621-8383. Reps are on by, standing by. They're on by and they're standing by. Just call them right now. Take a look at the first quarter stats. Brought to you by Furniture Fair. All Cincinnati Bengals, Anthony.
Yep. Nice on third down conversions. You can see throwing the ball and running the ball. They mixed it up nicely on that first drive.
Andy Dalton is done. Slight neck injury, nothing serious. Don't want to risk anything. So we're going to see a lot of number 5, A.J. McCarron, with a give on first down. And we are joined in the booth by the Bengals Director of Player Personnel, Duke Tobin. Have to be a little happy about drive number 1 this evening.
Yeah, we're back to where we were against the Giants. I guess our boys like playing at home. Huh? So yeah, it was good to see, and we spread the ball around well. We protected well. We kept them off balance, and we had a gut check time down on the goal line and got through it. So that was good.
Well, we talk about the fact that they have to be down to 75 by Tuesday. I don't know whether this game means that much to you. Have you pretty much figured out where you are at 75 right now?
Well, we're pretty close, yeah. We look at these guys throughout the entire offseason program, so we get a long look at them, and what we're doing now is confirming what we've seen throughout the course of the whole program. So our analysis, started a long time ago, and this is just the conclusion of it. But needless to say, and none of these guys would be here if we didn't like them, if we didn't have, a real desire to see them succeed. So this is a hard part and a hard time of year for us.
So after tonight, we just go straight to Oakland then, right?
Yeah, there you go. We'll go with 90 guys.
Give me an idea, some of the position groups that we should be paying attention to tonight. Maybe guys that will be the last on the list that you have to decide. We talked about a very deep defensive line.
Yeah.
And there may be other spots that you have to look at this evening.
Yeah, there are. I think we've got a great competition going at linebacker. And what really factors in that position group is how they do on special teams. So hopefully we'll get a lot of look at some of these linebackers who are competing, running down on kickoffs, covering punts, returning punts. We want to see how they do in those phases.
You have to be happy. You talk about the depth. You have to be happy at the tight end position.
Yeah, we kind of rebuilt that this year, and it's a bonus getting Eifert back. He was a big loss for us last year. And then behind him, we rebuilt it a little bit, and we're really excited about what we've got going. And then you've got the great versatility of Hewitt, and he's shown what we think he is, which is really a fine quality football player.
Bengals continue with the hurry-up offense and the quick give to Jeremy Hill, but the Bears are ready for it on 3rd down and 1. They take him down for a loss, and on A.J. McCarron's first drive, the Bengals will be forced to punt. Special teams becomes one where, I know with Coach Simmons, he says, I want my guys back. I want my guys back. Has anyone shown in what you've seen in the preseason to say, I want that guy too?
Yeah, they have. I think that, some of those young linebackers that we talked about, Josh Shaw's done a lot of good things on special teams. That's going to be a big role for him. One of the reasons we drafted him. But we're gonna need our core guys. We're gonna need the Cedric Piermans of the world and the Burkheads of the world and the Vinny Rays of the world to still perform well for us.
Well, I want to bring that up because we talked about it before the broadcast, and then in that drive with Rex Burkhead looking like a wide receiver. Does that change the number of things that you can do with this squad with a running back that looks like a wide receiver?
I think so. I think it gives you some position flexibility and how many you keep at every spot, just like Hewitt does for us, with the tight end fullback role. So yeah, we're looking for guys that can fulfill more than one role. That's a bonus for us.
Can you hang around for a minute?
You bet.
All right, we're going to stick with it. 13:09 remaining in the second. Bengals with a 7-0 lead. Do you know a young Bengals fan? Be sure they're part of the coolest club in town. Cincinnati Children's Bengals Kids Club, presented by IHOP and Children's College Advantage. Find out more at BengalsKidsClub.com. 13:09 remaining in the first half. Bengals with a 7-0 lead after a 53-yard kick. Duke Tobin, Bengals Player Personnel Director, is with us as well. We talk about A.J. McCarron being now the choice of the number 2 quarterback. What do you do with a number 3? People always wonder, okay, well, you can't just go through the season with 2 quarterbacks. What are you looking at?
You're right.
Now?
We've always kept a third guy around in some capacity. Last year, AJ was on the PUP or NFI list, waiting to come off, so he was our third emergency guy. In recent years we've kept 2, and we've had one on the practice squad, and so I anticipate us putting a quarterback on the practice squad to develop. In case of emergency, he'd be familiar with our offense. But this is going to be great to see AJ with the first unit here in the first half and see how he responds, because he needs this one.
16-yard pickup on first down for Cutler as the Bears go into a little hurry-up mode and the give inside, and a nice stuff by the Bengals. right at the midfield stripe. As you continue through this, is there anything you want to see in the second half of a game like this that will help you before you get to 75?
Well, I want to see who can elevate their game that's on the roster bubble. You know, who can take it to the next level, whether it's physicality or whether it's instincts or whether it's just a pure competitive drive or whether it's speed on special teams. Show me that you can elevate, you know, your game, and show the coaches that you can elevate your game, you know, in crunch time, in live football. And that's what we really are looking for. Who can bring that a little extra?
Dunlap can bring it a little bit on Cutler. A sack for 10 yards to drive the Bears back. You like the pressure you're seeing from the number ones on defensive line?
I do. We've got some fine rushers, and they work well together. They've been playing well. You know, the defensive line and the offensive line is not always the sum of the parts. It's the unit working together, and both of our lines have worked together long enough now to where we work in concert with one another, and that was an example of that right there.
You would normally keep 9. Can you see yourself keeping 10 defensive linemen?
Yeah, I think our roster is a little bit flexible that way. You know, the guys at the bottom that are competing for the spots, those guys are competing against the players at the bottom of the other positions too, not just in their position group. So, you know, we're going to keep the best that we can at the back end of the roster, no matter what the position.
Hey, Duke, thanks so much.
You bet.
It was a pleasure.
You bet. Thanks, Duke. Appreciate it always.
Good luck getting down to 75, even though he probably knows what that is already. Duke Tobin, Bengals Director of Player Personnel. Nice job by the Bengals defense once again, forcing another punt from O'Donnell. We got a flag as this one is snapped. Short kick. Fair catch called for right around the 15-yard line.
Hey, Brad, I almost grabbed his notes he had in his hand, but he had a tight grip. I don't think I could have ripped them out of his hand.
You wanted some secrets?
Yeah, we might have learned a little more.
38-yard kick. We'll see what the penalty is. It was right at the snap of the football. Jeff Triplett and his referees. See a face mask. Marvin looks like.
There are 2 fouls on the play. Illegal formation, offense. Number 73 got up on the line of scrimmage. During the kick, personal foul, face mask, kicking team number 32. That penalty that we accepted at the previous spot will re-kick 4th down.
All right, Marvin wants him to kick it again. Like to see if he can get a return out of this. The fair catch was made right at the 15-yard line. So we'll see how much he can gain on this.
The end of the play and make it 1st down. Timeout.
Either that or Marvin doesn't want them to kick it again. Jeff's trying to figure it out. We'll be right back. 11:04 in the second. This copyrighted telecast is authorized under rights owned by the Cincinnati Bengals Incorporated. Use of this telecast without expressed written permission of the Cincinnati Bengals is prohibited. 11:04 after Jeff Triplett figured out exactly what Marvin wanted. He didn't want another special teams play. He just wants to move it up 15, which is what they did. So ball caught at the 14. They'll move it up to the 29-yard line, and that's where A.J. McCarron and company will continue the Cincinnati Bengals drive. McCarron to throw, steps, got his man across the 35-yard line. He's got Hewitt out to the 36 for a pickup of 7. Last year, very strong up front on the offensive line, Anthony.
Sacks allowed 23, which ranked 3rd in the NFL. Sack yardage 133rd. Of course, their running game was number 6 in the NFL. Very, very impressive stats for that offensive line. And they're back. They're all back.
And now they have more weapons. On 2nd and 3 to give inside. Nothing there. And it will bring up 3rd down and short as Gio takes it from maybe 1. Will Sutton in on the stop.
Brad, you talk about more weapons. We all know about A.J. Green. You get Marvin Jones back healthy, Sanu, but now you have a healthy Eifert, and then you have a guy like Hewitt. I mean, every time I watch a guy, I get more and more impressed, not only with his blocking ability, but then his ability to catch the football. and he's going one speed every single time, and that's full speed.
It puts Sanu in motion. Gio's got the first down. There's a flag in the backfield. I think McCarron got hit.
I call personal foul right there is my belief. He was hit high.
Personal foul, roughing the passer. Number 50. Hit to the head and neck area. 15 yards out of the end of the play. First down.
A.J. doing a nice job getting rid of that football, and you see right there, it was basically helmet to helmet as he got hit right after he released the football. But give A.J. McCarron a lot of credit because he saw the guy coming the whole way and still got the football off and completed it.
Well, this is what Marvin Lewis said after we released Josh Johnson. We want to find out what number 5 can do when the real bullets are being fired. He's got a perfect scenario to do that. Stood up, made the great throw, looking for another one.
Got him.
Got one more.
Marvin Jones.
Down to the 1-yard line. A.J. McCarron throws his arms up. He wants 6 on that. Instead, he'll have to settle for 43 yards and a first and goal.
You remember the other day on the golf course when I said to you, wouldn't it be great to have A.J. with the first unit? Not this way, not with the slight injury to Dalton, but he gets a chance to play with the number 1s, and right there hits Marvin Jones, which being called back, I believe. But what a nice throw, and a nice Marvin Jones doing an excellent job going up after it. Again, you hate to see him in there with the 1s because of the slight neck injury to Dalton, but it's nice to see him in there with the 1s, and he started off to a good start with that first group.
So we're waiting, or missed the call from Jeff Triplett, but this one came back. So back at the 46-yard line. We'll try and fill you in as Triplett fills us in. 43-yard pass negated, and the give is to Gio Bernard. Just short of midfield.
I think I was talking so excited about what he was doing that you know, with our new young number 2 quarterback, I think I was talking right over the call my Triplett. We missed it.
Well, they moved it back 10. They're calling it now 2nd and 17. May have missed a holding call that was in the backfield. Play action. And McCarron takes off, gets a block, gets thrown out of bounds. Fans want a flag there. Won't get one.
A little breakdown, the protection that flushed him out. You see from the right side here. It's back, but then the late pressure there on the right tackle. Flushed him, and then
He's not the quickest quarterback.
no, he's not. And yeah, that was very, very close.
Right on the edge, brings up a 3rd and 13 from the Bears' 47-yard line. McCarron gets time, throws.
Oh, what a catch.
The arm looks good tonight. A.J. Green adjusted and brought it in and moved the chains.
And the hands, too. That was a heck of a catch. Nice throw. Kind of one of those back shoulder throws. A.J. makes a nice catch.
Well, we saw one on Monday night go off his hands and come back for a pick 6. Nice throw, nice catch.
Good protection. I like how A.J. just stepped up a little bit with that rush coming around the corner. Got fully into that throw.
3rd and 13, he gets 15. They'll go end around. Alford, Bears were ready for it. And stop him at the 31-yard line. Jared Allen was, I've seen this before.
Ryan Hewitt trying to make that block on Allen. Nice misdirection there, coming back around. 89's Hewitt. Good. Allen just a heck of a job. I mean, they have him as an outside backer, but a defensive end, making a nice play on Hewitt there to make the tackle.
Yeah, he threw Hewitt aside on that block. No gain. 2nd down and 10. McCarron again with time. He'll hold on to it and run. Loses the ball as he goes out of bounds. And they will mark it inside the 30-yard line.
That's a forward fumble out of bounds. The ball way back Brought back to the spot of the fumble.
Yeah, I don't think McCarron was going to fake Mitchell out there. Terrence Mitchell, number 20.
So again, spotted is no gain. 3rd down and 10 from the 32. Green's wide left. They're stacked wide right, and the Bengals may want to talk this one over.
Cincinnati, they're second.
6:32 in the second. Bengals face a 3rd down, leading 7-0. Starting a club just for you. Show your Bengals spirit. Join Who Day Ladies, presented by Kotex, Cottonelle, and Kleenex. Look for more information coming soon. Bengals 4 for 6 on 3rd down conversions, now facing a 3rd and 9. And so far on the night, Anthony, through the air, Dalton goes 6 for 6. McCarron is 4 for 4. They're 10 for 10 for 83 yards.
I tell you, a big step forward. Very nice.
McCarron to throw. Has time. Middle of the field. Inside the 10 to the 5. Touchdown, Bengals. Well, they wanted Marvin Jones for the 43-yarder for the score. That got called back on a holding penalty on Andrew Whitworth. Marvin says, come back to me again. I'll take it home.
They are clicking in all areas. Excellent protection by that offensive line, and what a throw and catch. A.J. McCarron to Marvin Jones. You got Whitworth switching with Bowling on an E.T. stunt. It's hit a little bit late after he throws the football, but still enough to throw through, and what a throw, just over the outstretched arms of the linebacker. Excellent throw.
32-yard score. A.J. McCarron to Marvin Jones. Nugent for the extra point. Kick is up and through. A 9-play, 71-yard drive, 4:40 off the clock. How's number 5 look now? Bengals 14-0. Bengals Facebook page. Follow the team on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat for the latest news and updates straight from the source. A.J. McCarron 5 for 5 for 62 yards. He looked like the real deal on that drive, didn't he?
He really did. Just over, nice touch over the outstretched arms of the linebacker to Marvin Jones. Nice pass, nice concentration. You got that big linebacker step. Look at what right in front of him. But Jones with great concentration makes the catch. A little toughness there getting into the end zone.
Feeling these guys were stinging from Monday night, don't you?
I really do, and I'm impressed on the way they've come back out.
Sonoris Perry bringing it back out, gets it across the 20, and the scrum will stop him there. 6:16 to go in the first half. Bengals up by 14.
This number 1 offense continuing to roll, even though led by number 2 quarterback A.J. McCarron. That offense doing what offensive coordinator Hugh Jackson hoping they'd accomplish here tonight.
This is when we play the starters the most. We tried to have somewhat of a plan. It was a little difficult for us just because we played a Monday night game and got back late. But we did try to put together a little something for our guys to give them a better opportunity to have success. And normally it's a chance to go out in front of your home fans, and this game happens to be at home. And in the preseason, it's at home, officially on a good note.
Yeah, this is a good note. Mike, thanks very much. A.J. McCarron getting a chance to play with the number 1s. Andy Dalton with a slight neck injury. They say nothing serious, and I think it gave him a better chance to get A.J. McCarron out while the number 1s were fresh.
Yeah, that always helps. I mean, it's, you know, you play 2s against 2s, and he does well, and you're saying, okay, well, they're number 2s. But now he's playing against starters, and he's doing well. To me, that's a different story.
Second down and 4. Jacquizz Rodgers and a couple of flags fly in the backfield.
Holding, number 72 of the offense. 10-yard penalty, repeat, second down.
They got Leno.
You have some new defensive linemen there, but they're still getting some nice penetration. Hunt here on the left side, Hardison. You see black jersey in the backfield. Guys are being drugged down, holding on the Bears. But from the beginning, good penetration. They continue here in the second quarter, getting excellent penetration.
Margus Hunt on the line. He showed well in Tampa. Just coming back from the back injury and coming back sooner than they expected. And getting pressure. The dump on the screen. And the Bengals read Rodgers as well. Drake Kirkpatrick in on the stop.
You got Hunt, you got Marcus Hardison in there working with Will Clark. A couple stunts going on. Kirkpatrick doing a nice job coming up and making the tackle.
3rd down and 10, ball at the 23. Bengals would like to continue to keep Cutler frustrated. 1 for 4 on 3rd down so far tonight for Chicago. And that ball's dropped. Won't help anything. Would have been stopped short of the 1st down, but Rashad Lawrence had it right in his mitts and let it go, and nothing's going right for Chicago.
Take a look at it here. As you mentioned, Lawrence dropping the football. Cutler with pretty good protection. Just flat out drops it. Hits him coming over the middle, and it just goes right through his hands before any contact from Reggie Nelson.
O'Donnell to punt. Gio Bernard is back. Bengals almost got there.
Penalty.
That room to run with a flag on the field. And that room closes quickly.
Looks like Rex Burkhead was held as he was coming through and nearly got a block on that punt.
51-yard kick.
Personal foul. Face mask, number 36 of the kicking team prior to the kick. Beat half the distance from goal and we'll replay 4th down.
So this time Marvin will move them back. Wants to see Gio get a chance to field one.
You talked about Burkhead with as we were interviewing Duke Tobin, just his value. Now you see him on special teams. You see him catching the football, carrying the football. Now he's breaking through, and I believe he's the one that the Bears guy grabbed his face mask because he was almost in there to block the punt.
Well, now it's Brandon Tate who will get a chance to field this one. Brandon, their number 1 kickoff returner. Adam Jones, their number 1 punt returner. O'Donnell will receive this one in the end zone. Hit it high and very, very short. Fair catch called for, and nice job by Brandon Tate amidst several Bears. Comes up on it. Probably a run of 15 to 20 yards to catch up to that football. Inside the 45-yard line, only a 33-yard kick. And the Bengals have great field position, a 14-point lead, and 4:07 to work with.
And that was
number
very
74
impressive.
reports it's an eligible receiver. Number 74 is eligible.
Very impressive. You see right there the Bears right in his face, and Brandon Tate making a nice catch. Almost interfered with, but not quite. Enough focus and concentration to make that catch.
From the 44, the give to Jeremy Hill. Little room left side, and a flag flies in late.
That's a shame. Did you see who he's following? Number 71, Andre Smith, coming around, pulling, leading Bernard up the field.
Holding. Number 68 of the offense. 10-yard penalty. Repeat 1st down.
I'm sorry I said Bernard, but that was Hill. Boy, well executed right there.
Now there's the hold on Zeitler that they got him on, and
yeah, he pulled him towards him. He lets go, and that's not a holding. That makes sense.
You call that tackling?
Yeah, that was a takedown.
Move it back 10. 1st and 20. It negates a 12-yard run by Jeremy Hill. Sanu in motion right side. The inside give, big hole. Wow. Jeremy Hill cuts it wide. First down.
Why stop? Just if it works, just keep running it. Right there, Jeremy Hill squirts right through the big hole. See Ryan Hewitt. Oh my, nice block by Ryan Hewitt. And then A.J. Green downfield trying to get a block, or actually does get a block. Takes the guy down to the, wow, look at Hewitt. Just squares him up. A nice block.
Negate the 12, give him 26. First and 10, ball at the 28-yard line. McCarron to throw. Got Tyler Eifert inside the 5. First and goal, Bengals.
Wow.
Add 25 more to the total.
Brad, you mentioned earlier weapons. They stay healthy and got a lot of weapons. Big Tyler Eifert wide open. Nice little touch by McCarron. Again, over the linebacker's head. Very impressive drive.
First and goal from the 3. Hill deep in the I formation. The give to 32. Tries to spin his way to the goal line. Pyle being pushed. He's very close. Waiting on a signal. They'll call him down before he gets to the goal line.
I think he was getting a little help there from 77 Andrew Whitworth trying to push him in. We'll take a look at it here. Nice push, nice keep going, watch Whitworth come in here, give him a little assistance, trying to push him in. Push, push, push. Good leg drive there.
Croft comes in behind him, who's behind Bowling.
This is the 2-minute warning.
So the Bengals face a second and goal from the 1. We have reached the 2-minute warning. It is all men in stripes. 14-0. Coming up at halftime on the
Number
Fifth Third Bank.
74 reports as an eligible receiver. Number 74 is eligible.
Thank you, Jeff. Coming up on the Fifth Third Bank halftime report, we've got stats, we've got highlights, and Dan Horde takes us into some of the newly renovated spaces here at Paul Brown Stadium. Join Mike Valpredo coming up on the Fifth Third Bank halftime report. Second and goal from the 1. The give, Jeremy Hill. Walk on in, 32. Add 6 more for the Bengals.
Jeremy Hill running right through a tackle from number 45, Brock Vereen. Nice job by Jeremy stretching out. You'll see right here, you got Clint Bowling pulling around, doing a nice job, but Vereen has a chance to take him down, but no way. Jeremy Hill takes it in for 6.
Bengals get great field position and they cash in a 4-play, 44-yard drive. 2:09 off the clock. And Mike Nugent will try and add the extra point to make it 21-0. Perfect. It has been a nearly perfect half for the Cincinnati Bengals. First drive, Andy Dalton goes 6 for 6. He leaves with a slight neck injury, nothing serious. Turn it over to the new number 2 quarterback, A.J. McCarron. And he so far this evening is 6 for 6. The Bengals have yet to have an incompletion tonight.
And A.J.'s done a nice job a couple times. Take another look at the running play right here. Hewitt leading the way, nice block, and then Hill just breaking the tackle of Vereen. But A.J., a couple times he had some pressure in his face, and he just hung in there, threw a nice solid football to complete it, knowing that he was going to get hurt, or hit, I'm sorry.
So Marvin said we'd like to see what we're going to get from number 5. Here's what you've seen. 6 for 6, 87 yards, and a touchdown. Got a little help on the ground. Jeremy Hill with 11 rushes for 46 yards. Weapons.
Tell you what, key word, healthy. Keep them healthy, and I tell you what, how do you guard these guys? I mean, you got matches with Eifert, the big tight end. Then you got Burkhead you can put at the wing. I mean,
that's the Munoz dance.
I'd hurt myself. You got Jeremy Hill, Bernard. It's amazing.
5 yards deep for Perry. They cut it back up the middle, found a seam for a moment. And will be taken down short of the 30-yard line. Nice night for Jeremy Hill. Nice night for the Bengals offense.
The amazing thing is we've not seen a whole lot of number 18, A.J. Green. So, I mean, the guy's, he's there, but Marvin Jones has made some nice catches. So they have really spread the football around and not depended on one guy.
So you're telling me now this team has A.J. squared?
That's right. A.J. squared. That's good. I like it.
Two catches for Green tonight for 19 yards. 147 for the Bears to try and salvage something positive in the first half. Talk about how good the Bengals offense has been. The defense has been nasty on Jay Cutler, and they're coming after him again. Pressured out of the pocket. Scrambles and finds a seam. And he will jog across the 45-yard line. The most positive play the Bears have seen tonight for 16.
Give that defensive line credit. They've been getting a lot of penetration right there, but there's Cutler doing a nice job. Will Clark in the chase, but he gets past them for a first down. Just got to make sure you keep those lanes covered.
New set of downs at the 46. Cutler slings it middle of the field. Get into Bengals territory at the 48-yard line. Bennett rolls to the ground.
One of the things that the Bengals defensive line has been doing really well tonight is their games. They take the end in, the tackle around, or vice versa. They've been creating some problems for that Bears offensive line.
Cutler has another first down. This one to Lawrence. He'll take it. They won't mark it as a first down. They'll mark him out just short of the first down. Now they'll move it again. A respot as they'll mark it at the 42-yard line. And they'll call a timeout with 1:08 remaining on the clock.
Timeout. Chicago. They're first. A 30-second timeout.
Bears take a 30-second timeout, facing a 2nd and 4. With the ball marked at the 48 or inside the 48. It may be short of that. A 2nd and 3 for Jay Cutler, who has been pressured all night by the Bengals defensive line.
He really has. It's been coming not only from the defensive ends, but up the middle with Pecco and Gino coming up the middle, and Carlos Dunlap. Wilbury's been chasing them at times. So it hasn't been one specific guy. It's been the whole defensive line. If it's beating their guy one-on-one or running the stunts like I mentioned, excellent job.
Well, you talked about healthy. The Bengals are as healthy as they've been in preseason in a long time. The Bears are not. We talk about at the outset of this broadcast that the Bears are short their top 4 receivers with injuries right now. And it shows. 1st and 10 from the 42. Rodgers the lone setback as Cutler's in the shotgun. Pressure again. Dumps it out to Bennett. He is dragged out of bounds inside the 40. Stops the clock with 1:03 to go. Pick up a 5. Iloka on the stop. Had a jersey in his hand.
You mentioned the wide receivers that are not healthy for the Bears unless he throws it quickly. He's not had time to sit back there and look downfield because of the pressure of the Bengals.
2 wide left, 1 wide right for Cutler. The pressure comes again. He's got time to get rid of it. Mariani makes a great catch as he is popped by Adam Jones.
Tell you what, Adam Jones has made 2 big hits here in this drive. Mariani doing a nice job concentrating and catching that football. You see good protection here this time.
Clock to 54 seconds. 5-4, please.
Nice move on Leon Hall, but Adam Jones right there, and wow, what a catch.
Thank you.
Very nice. One of the few times Cutler's had a chance to sit back there and step through a throw, and step into a throw, and that time he completed it.
That's exactly the way you want to hit, and Adam Jones frustrated that he didn't get him to cough that one up. Under a minute on the clock. New set of downs for the Bears. trying to dent the scoreboard. Down 21. Play action, pressure. Cutler is going down. How about Chris Carter, who had a nice night in Tampa? And we had several of the coaches say, we want to see a little bit more of Chris Carter. They're seeing a little bit more of Chris Carter.
Well, not only the tackle, but the tight end was there trying to block. So we had two guys that were trying to block Chris Carter, and he kept going and going and finally makes the sack. That's very impressive.
Reset the game clock to 45 seconds.
Bennett and Bushrod trying to make the block there.
Thank you.
Cutler sacked twice tonight for 17 yards. And just when he finds an opening, they go backwards again. Now 2nd and 18. Ball at the 31. Bengals would love to keep the goose egg on the board. 45 seconds remain in the first half. Cutler to Bennett. That has been his target tonight. Sean Williams runs him out of bounds with 41 to go. Third down and 12 for Chicago at the 25. They have converted only 1 of 5 third downs. Comes the pressure. Cutler's hit, gets it off. Got Bennett. Does not have enough for a first down. A couple of yards short, marked at the 16-yard line. Vinny Ray on the stop.
Carlos Dunlap. Wow. He got around there so quick. Cutler was lucky to get that football off.
Clock continues to tick, and the Bengals will set up for a field goal. 34-yard attempt for Robbie Gould. And he will take the 0 off the board for the Bears with 6 seconds remaining in the half. Take a look at the Bengals' home schedule coming up this year. As Carlos Dunlap walks off to the sideline. We got San Diego, Kansas City, Seattle, Cleveland, Houston, St. Louis, Pittsburgh, and Baltimore. That's a home schedule for you.
Tell you what, that is a nice home schedule. I know I'll be here checking those out. See Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Get to see Andy Reid bringing in his Chiefs. Of course, the new starter for Houston was just named Hoyer, who we've seen up in the
Brian Hoyer
in the Cleveland Browns, not starting for the Texans. Of course, Jeff Fisher's St. Louis Cardinals.
Well, Anthony's going to be here. We want you to be here. Single game tickets on sale. 866-621-TD-TD. The reps are standing by right now, so why don't you give us a call. 9-play drive for the Bears. They cover 54 yards. A minute 50. We got a lot of 6 for 6s going. Cutler goes 6 for 6 on that drive. Andrew Whitworth should be pretty happy with how his offensive line did in protection on 3 touchdown drives.
Yeah, they did a really nice job, not only pass blocking, but opening some gaping holes for Jeremy Hill.
Cedric Pearman will run it up, and the clock will be stopped with 2 seconds remaining in the first half. Yeah, you've done some meat in Wallace Gilberry. Mr. Dunlop, Mr. Gilberry, 95 and 96. Your night is probably over, and a job well done.
And Pecco there in the background doing a nice job up the middle with him and Geno Atkins sitting right next to him.
That's a strong front four right there, isn't it?
It really is, and they've spent a lot of time in that Bears backfield this first half.
It is almost all Cincinnati.
At the end of the first half.
21-3, A.J. McCarron, his coming out party. We're back with the Bengals halftime report right after this. Really good stuff. 6 for 6 for 52 yards for Andy Dalton. 6 for 6 for 87 yards for A.J. McCarron. And the Bengals will start the third with the football, and they'll start from their own 20-yard line. Tonight's third quarter scoreboard brought to you by Pepsi. Here is a tip from Pepsi. Drink more Pepsi. It's a great tip. Refreshing Pepsi, the official soft drink of the Cincinnati Bengals.
And Brad, you have a whole new group of offensive linemen in there, starting with Jake Fisher, the number 2 pick this year at left tackle. You have Eric Winston at right guard. You have Matthew O'Donnell at right tackle. So you got a whole new offensive line. You have TJ Johnson at center.
It's a lot of right tackle.
Yeah, a whole lot. Dan France at left guard.
Pearman out of the backfield. Still perfect. 7 for 7 is McCarron. Andy Dalton with a mere 102.8 quarterback rating in the first half. A.J. McCarron was perfect, 158.3.
Doing a nice job. Everybody goes to his left. He's got a couple defensive linemen to throw over, but does it surprise you? Number 30 enters the game the second half, and he's involved right away. Cedric Pearman. All he continues to do is produce.
He is a great preseason guy, which makes fans go, how come we can't see more number 30?
Jeremy Hill, Giovanni Bernard, but you see a lot of them in special teams.
You'll see him again there as he digs for another 4 or 5 yards on first down. Go Ferguson on the stop. And I guess the plan was for A.J. McCarron to play out the rest of the game. Potentially that could still happen. And that's most of the game, excluding a 9:03 drive from Andy Dalton. It's been all A.J.'s game. Dump on the screen, flag down on the field. Big room right side. Little blocking for the running Reverend. But unfortunately, well, let's hope this one doesn't come back. Flag back on the field at the 29. 27-yard pickup for Ced.
It's nice to see the 9-year veteran, number 73, Eric Winston.
Illegal formation. Offense. Wow. Left tackle lined up off the line of scrimmage. 5-yard penalty. Repeat, second down.
I was just going to point out the good thing by the 9-year veteran, Eric Winston, but then you go right to the rookie, number 74, and you see him just lined up a little too deep, and he's called for that.
Negates a 27-yard pickup.
See right there, Eric Winston still showing some wheels.
Hey, Eric, I'm right behind you. Yeah.
Very nice. Nice job by Ced, just being patient, sitting right behind Winston. But it all comes back.
Second down and 11 from the 29. Inside give. Nice little hole, and Ced keeps him churning. Take a look at our Kroger first half stats. Bengals 139 through the air, 71 on the ground. Did everything they needed to do. 5 of 7 on third downs is pretty good and absolutely perfect from the quarterbacks.
Keeping those drives going, as you talked, that 16-play drive. It's nice when you have those third down conversions. Keep on rolling.
There's one more third down. This is 3rd and 6 from the 34. Carrot under pressure. Scrambles right. And that will be the first incompletion unless this one doesn't count. Flag thrown in the backfield. May have a hold back there. Early indication is a face mask.
Personal foul. Face mask. Number 79 in the offense. That penalty is declined. Result of the play is 4th down.
So at 12-12, the first incompletion of the night for the Bengals.
Look at number 75 going on defensive end there. Oh, that was interesting. I did not see. Did he call hands to the face?
He called a face mask.
Wow.
A.J. Cruz is back deep. He drives him to the near sideline at the 21-yard line. And he'll take a knee down at the 30. 12 minutes straight up remaining in the third after a 45-yard kick. 21-3 Bengals. Hey fans, make sure to check out the Medical Mutual fan poll on the bottom of thebengals.com. Cast your vote for this week's fan poll question. Which group will you be watching the most during the Bengals preseason? Man, they're straight across the board. 27% say quarterbacks, 25% say wide receivers, 28% say the D-backs, and 20% say others. No poll is straight across the board that many. What do you want? What's this guy watching?
Wow.
And where do you find that if you want to purchase it? Anthony, you already had 2 of those.
I have 3.
First and 10, ball at the 30. Still Cutler. He's got Langford in the backfield, but it's still Cutler. They said most of the number 1s for the Bears would play into the third quarter. So this, their first series. It would be part of John Fox's plan. Even as painful as the first half was. Still likes Bennett. And Bennett breaks the tackle. It's out across the 40-yard line. Or they will mark him just short of the first down and short of the 40 as Chris Lewis-Harris runs him out.
See Devin still in there. Hardison in there. Oh, got to make that tackle right there. Have a chance, Marquise Flowers, with the battle at linebacker position. Every chance you get.
Flag down on the field.
Holding, number 75 of the offense. 10-yard penalty, still third down.
Bears offensive line has struggled a little bit.
They really have. The Bears are Bengals defensive line is pass rush, stop the run.
That's big Kyle Long.
That's a takedown. Big guy there has a nice takedown. It's going to be hard to miss that.
1 of 6 are the Bears on third down conversions. Now face a 3rd and 11. That's some facial hair.
These are great clips. A little trim.
And his response would be, I like it this way.
Yep.
Bengals fans trying to get loud. Pressure comes on Cutler, and he tries to hit Mariani. It's incomplete. And the second half starts just like the first half looked for Jay Cutler and company.
Josh Shaw was on the coverage right there. Doesn't appear to have a lot of pressure. Well, you see, not a lot. He just threw it behind him. Maybe he was anticipating some pressure that never came. Will Clark had a little around the corner, but not much.
Good kick by O'Donnell. Inside the 10. Tate will bring it back to the 20-yard line. That's where the Bengals will start their second drive of the flag down on the field. 62-yard kick from O'Donnell.
Well, those are late flags.
During the return, into the block in the back, number 11 of the return team. 10-yard penalty, first down, timeout.
Good look from Marvin as Greg Little gets flagged. We'll be back right after this. Gold Star Chili, the official chili of the Cincinnati Bengals, the flavor of Cincinnati since 1965.
Number 73 reports as an eligible receiver. Number 73 reports as eligible.
Bengals back on offense, and they'll let Eric Winston be eligible. My guess is they won't throw it to him.
Get an extra big guy in there, probably run it left.
Start from their own 11. Pearman.
Whoa.
Got the corner. Got a couple tiptoes in. And people holding their breath for a moment or two.
Nice run by Sed right here. Offense line doing a decent job. gets the corner and almost gets it, kind of tiptoeing there. Just give him a little more green and gain a few more yards. Good job by Said.
A.J. McCarron on 2nd and 7 from the 14. Cross can't hang on to that one. Had to get rid of it in a hurry, and he got planted.
You go Ferguson, number 95. Well, he got through there in a hurry. That was a short drop, and he still got hit.
And there's nothing you can do about it. And this kid has stayed in the pocket all night long.
He really has. I'll tell you what. And most of them have been coming. None of the hits have come from behind him. He's seen everyone coming in front of him, and he stood in there strong and throwing the football.
5 of 8 on 3rd down conversions so far tonight, facing 3rd and 7 here. Karen scrambling left. There's a flag on the field. Looks like another hold. Then another flag flies in where Little is at the 25-yard line. A lot of flag tossing tonight.
There are 2 fouls on the play. Illegal formation. Offense. Left tackle. Not up on the line of scrimmage. Illegal contact. 26, the defense. Those penalties offset. Repeat. 3rd down.
Jake Fisher, the left tackle, called twice. You see his helmet is kind of doesn't look terrible. That's a tough one, but he is back a little further than the guard, which will get that
74
call.
was the number on the illegal formation.
Last one was on that long screen pass.
So repeat 3rd down and 7 from the 14. Pressure again coming. McCarron stays with it. Got Little for a 1st down, and he stretches it out across the 25. Number 5 is impressive.
He really is.
Tonight he is.
Yes, tonight he has been very impressive. Again, now he's working with the 2nd unit and still continues to look impressive. Not only the way he throws the football, but he feels that pressure. And the pressure is right there, and it doesn't faze him. He sits right in there, throws the football, and he completes it.
3rd and 7, pick up 12. James Wilder Jr. now in the backfield. This is kind of a wild card. Most people would think, well, the practice squad guy. He gives them a bunch. They're wondering whether or not, with the numbers that we talked about, whether or not he's an additional guy they keep because of what he may be able to do special teams wise.
Yeah, that's good-looking young man. Runs the ball well. Did well last week. You're right. Those are all the questions that they'll be faced with when they start having to make those next 2 cuts.
And this is the easy one, as Duke told us. You get down to 75 on Tuesday, and those 75 are guys that you want to make sure that the rest of your team is going to be healthy after Thursday. Nice job by McCarron, and he goes head first to the 35-yard line, a yard short of the 1st down.
McCarron is showing he's a gamer. I'll tell you what, he is a gamer. Getting out of pressure, taking it, and not just being satisfied with a couple yards, but he's diving, trying to make the 1st down.
Well, as you and I talked about, so many of the players that we've talked to have said this kid has that it factor. Like his presence in the huddle. Confident. He feels like he's going to lead, and he wants to win. That's the kind of guy you want behind the center.
Well, coming from Alabama, one of those programs that just, he won and won and won, and was surrounded with talent, but he was a guy that was leading the charge. So he's a winner. This game doesn't appear to be too big for him, especially with the crowds he played in front of while he was winning, championships and playing in those big games.
Wilder picks up the 1st down. Ken Zampese, Bengals quarterback coach, on the left. Boy, he's got to be thrilled with what he's got so far this year. We saw the presence with Andy Dalton, really decisive in that first drive. threading the needle on a couple of occasions during that first 16-play drive. And now he's got a healthy A.J. McCarron. Steps up again in the pocket, but he got hit again. Didn't have enough time to complete that one over the middle of the cross.
Kyle Westman is the one that hit him this time, but he hung in there. I mean, he stayed until the last second. He steps up and he still tries to throw it with white shirts in his face. And you said, you know, Sam Peasy's got to be happy, especially not seeing the guy at all last year, and all of a sudden, you know, his first action last week did well, then coming in tonight and doing extremely well. You got to be really pleased.
It's more fun with the number ones for a quarterback, isn't it?
It really is.
Second down and 10. Karen got all sorts of room in front of him. And he'll just toss this one away.
Bears doing a nice job on that coverage. You know, he's rolling to the right, and it, you know, really is hard because the field's cut down. He just has that one area on this side of the numbers, and again, like I said, the Bears doing a really nice job, and McCarron doing the smart thing, not forcing anything, just getting rid of it. Let's go back, 3rd and long, and we'll try it again.
Well, 70% on 3rd down conversions is a pretty good night. This from the 37 will be 3rd and 10. Again, pressure. McCarron goes down. Not getting a whole lot of time back there now with this line.
He isn't. Guys are struggling up front. Backup guys, Donald and France, and the rest of the crew. He's just not getting pushed back, and they're coming around the corner.
Lamar Houston gets the sack. A.J. Cruz will be back to field this one. Hubert didn't catch it all. Cruz at the 24. And that's where he'll end up with another flag on the field.
Wow.
Deron Smith with the stop.
Holding, signals holding. Bears moving back a little further.
Even with that line drive kick, Huber got 54 yards on it.
During the return, illegal blocking it back. Return team, number 36. 10-yard penalty. First down, timeout.
Holding, blocking the back. It's all the same. Yeah. Move it back 10. We have 5:51. Bengals all over the Bears. Hey, Pepsi. Here's a tip. Drink more Pepsi. Refreshing Pepsi, the official soft drink of the Cincinnati Bengals. Let's throw down on the field. Mike Valpredo with a happy left tackle.
Very happy, also very tall. Still very tall, Andrew Whitworth. Congratulations. Wherein lies the difference on a performance like that from you guys tonight versus Monday night in Tampa?
The execution's just better. I mean, you know, we've had a long time now to prepare, and last week we kind of felt like it was just a little lackluster effort. I mean, some execution things where you go back and look, and there's one little thing here or there that could have been better and made all the difference in the world. So that's really the difference.
Bodine, Bowling, Zeitler, Smith, and Whitworth, a formidable line, and all together tonight. Andrew, what does that cohesion do for you guys to give you the confidence and have drives like you had in the first half?
Well, that's the other thing. It's the first time we've all five been together, and you know, it's you know, we feel like we're pretty good, and we feel like we can do a lot of things to make this football team good and set the tone up front. So that give us the opportunity to do that. And we're excited about it.
We're going to come right back more from Andrew after this timeout. Bengals still leading 21-3.
Back at Paul Brown Stadium, John Childs on the field. Take a look at the tackle. Jimmy Clausen, the new quarterback for the Bears. Chris Lewis Harris throws Childs to the ground. Hit his head hard on the turf. They were stabilizing his head early. He has sat up now, and they are now picking him up off the field. So let's throw it back down on the field to Mike Valpredo and Witt.
Guys, thanks, and Whit, thanks for sticking with us. We were talking about the cohesion and just what you guys were doing because you were all together, and this is the first time you guys have been together, and we saw the results obviously there in the first 2 quarters.
Yeah, I mean, it's just anytime we get all 5 of us together, we feel pretty confident. So it's great to have us all together tonight and something to build off of, and just looking forward to getting to Oakland.
Okay. We know that everything's going to be good with your quarterback, with Andy Dalton, but let's talk about number 5. I mean, how about the performance of A.J.? Really the first time he's come out and played since he was at a school you know very well, Alabama.
Yeah, I mean, A.J.'s continued to impress. He comes in with a great attitude. He's always being a guy with a lot of passion when he's in the huddle. And I think that we're really happy to have him as our number 2 because he's a guy that you feel like is always wanting to do something every time he gets the opportunity to get under center.
He's impressed us tonight. I'm sure it's hard, though. I mean, you got the Alabama-LSU thing a little bit.
No, it crossed my mind to let him get hit a couple times, but no. Look, I'm a Nick Saban guy. I was recruited by him and played for him, so I got a lot of respect for them.
All right. Thanks again, Whit, the All-Pro. Number 77, it's like standing next to Anthony.
What up, Big A?
Foot tall. How you doing, Whit?
All right, guys. Thanks, Whit.
One of your favorites, right, Anthony?
Oh, yeah. Not only on the field, but probably more impressive off the field with his family and what he does in the community. It's always great to see, your leader on the field, also a leader off the field. So I have a tremendous amount of respect for Whit.
Langford taking down Nico Johnson on the pursuit on first down. Childs taken off on his own power. What's your thought on the weight? Well, yeah, shoot, you lost. I mean, goodness gracious, these 2 tackles between them probably plus 50 pounds have lost in the offseason.
I think it's good, especially, Whit surprised me, but I think Andre Smith, it should be good for him, with the injuries he's had, and I think overall it's going to be a good move on Andre's part. He's got to maintain it, got to keep it off, and what I saw tonight, I was impressed. I think he might have had one troubled play, but other than that, he looked good pass blocking, he looked good run blocking, so I'm impressed the fact that they knew, okay, coming in, I got to lose some weight. And I'm not saying that because 1 and 2 picks were tackles, but I think it's going to help everybody.
Clausen and company facing a 3rd down and 5 from the 29. We're inside 4 minutes to play in the 3rd. Bengals jumped. The Bears then moved. They're saying it's the Bengals.
False start. 88.
They're wrong.
Offense. This time. The 5-yard penalty, still 3rd down.
Well, we've got some good reaction from both coaches tonight on penalty calls. We don't see 88 in that picture, so I don't know where he was. But I will tell you, this is the polar opposite on 3rd downs. The Bears 1 for 7 tonight on conversions. And they face a 3rd and 10 from the 24. Clausen to throw.
Got him. Chris Carter.
Down. Flag in the defensive secondary, and that's Chris Carter's 2nd sack of the night.
Wow, he got around the corner quick. It's interesting. Flag out way out here, and there's no Bears player around that flag.
Looks like it's against the Bengals.
Yep.
Illegal contact. Number 26 in the defense. The 5-yard penalty and automatic first down.
So negate Chris Carter's 2nd sack. But look at it one more time because it was impressive.
One-on-one, speed. Just dips his shoulder and just pure speed. Getting around the corner. That's on Jordan Mills. Wow.
Now, Duke said, we know this guy can come off the corner. Can he play as a linebacker in all the other situations that we need him to? Inside give, and the Piles being pushed across the 35-yard line.
That's a great question because with what they have on the defensive line, I believe he's going to have to be as effective playing in his drops and playing as a linebacker. But man, that was very impressive right there.
Well, we haven't even talked about Vontaze Burfict tonight. This week we're brought up as he came onto the practice field for some rehab. Didn't play with the players, although ran alongside. And Paul Gunther is hopeful that they can get Vontaze Burfict back by the start of the year. And if not at the start of the year, do they put him on the pup list? What do you do with number 55? And that has a lot to do with what you do with your final 53.
That's a great question. I mean, do you keep them active? I mean, then you have to release somebody, or do you put them on PUP and then you can keep somebody for a while? That's a great question. I think with the depth they have, it makes it even tougher.
Another third down for the Bears. They moved it forward on the Bengals penalty last time. This is 3rd and 4 from the 35. Clausen out of the backfield to Langford. Nobody went with it. Easy first down, and they will mark it just short of midfield. Pickup of 14, and the drive will continue for the Bears as the clock continues to tick under 1:30 in the third.
See right here, Langford getting out all alone. Nobody within 10 yards from him. Sean Williams coming over and making the tackle.
The Bears will try and go hurry up now. Inside give. Kadeem Carey.
There's Burfict right here.
And he's itching.
I bet he is.
Coming back from the knee surgery. And the last thing you want to do is rush him back when he's not 100%, which was done a little bit before.
And, that's where you got to temper the player, too, because the player wants to come back. So, it goes both ways. The medical staff, the coaches, and the player, they've got to be in unison and say, okay, we know you want to come back. We want you back, but let's be smart about it. And that's the tough thing you face on this level is guys are ready to get back in there. They want to go.
So I guess one of the questions is, do you have enough confidence in what you have at linebacker right now to let this guy rest for, say, the first 6 weeks of the season, have a healthy 55, if he's in shape at that time, to come back and help you with a very tough schedule towards the latter half of the season? Quick hit. That one's dropped inside the 40-yard line.
That's a good question because, if it was tight end or wide receiver or, another position, running back, you might say, but to me, there's some uncertainty with the linebackers. We've seen A.J. Hawk playing a lot tonight. He's a 10-year guy. Lemure is not in there. So, Malaluga's done well.
Bears kicking on 4th and 3 from the 44. Tate back deep. High kick. Tate doesn't call for a fair catch at the 10-yard line, to the surprise of several Bears who let him go across the 15. Brock Vereen runs him out. We have reached the end of 3
of the third quarter.
Bengals lead 21-3. Time to come together as one. Cheer on our Bengals. Experience the sights, the sounds, the emotion, the electricity. Bengals football. You need to be here. Get your tickets today. Visit Bengals.com. Call 866-621-8383. Representatives are standing by right now. So give them a call. Tonight should convince you that the Bengals are for real, Anthony.
I agree.
Alford on the quick hit left side, a little tiptoe extra. Take a look at the fifth third stats through 3.
7 of 11 third down conversions. Very impressive. On the other side, 2 of 9. In the total yards, I mean, that's impressive. But to me, it's like, okay, third down, we're going to make it. And they've been making it tonight.
8 of 12 from McCarron. Looks disappointing now. Started 8 for 8.
Yeah.
He's had a nice night.
He really has. And just watching him out there, you just feel so much. You see so much confidence. I mean, it's just like he goes back, just throws the ball easily. It's like, you know, he's not pressing, he's not squeezing it. I mean, the ball is just coming out real nice and easy and just completing them.
Got Kumaro this time. Add another receiver. Pickup of 9 on first down, 10 on this. The long locks of Mr. Kumaro. New set of downs at the 34. Inside give is met. Bears were ready for it. Done in on the stop. So if you've got Jeremy Hill, Gio Bernard, you're going to keep Seth Pearman for special teams, right?
I would say so.
You're going to keep Burkhead.
Yep, that's 4.
Hewitt counts in your backfield, so you don't have to count him as a back because he's your tight end, but you'll use him a bunch in the backfield.
Exactly.
And a nice quick hit out of Seth Pearman. Continues to show that he can catch the ball as well coming out of the backfield.
Right here, he's out wide, nice little out. Sure hands there, makes a nice catch. McCarron makes a nice throw, throws it to the outside where Pearman can catch it and continue to run. Yeah, Pearman just, I mean, every preseason, you're right, he just continues to work hard and do well.
So is there a reason you want to keep James Wilder? Depends on how the numbers flow out. Another flag thrown in from behind. Usually not a good sign for the offense.
You know, with those first 4 guys, I think it makes it tough.
Holding, number 60 of the offense. 10-yard penalty, still first down.
Take a look at Rex Burkhead, and this is the dynamic duo from last year.
5.1 average by Hill and a 4.0 average. That's you know, 1,100 and close to 700.
More than 900 of those yards for Jeremy Hill came in the last 9 games.
Exactly. So just looking at these guys, I would think the James Wilder move is a very difficult one because of how productive these other guys have shown they can be.
Meaning that you could use another guy in another spot that would help your team more?
Yep.
And guess what? Another flag on the field as the ball is loose. Knocked loose before the 45-yard line. Terrence Mitchell was there. Bears say they have the football.
Number 74 of the offense. 10-yard penalty, repeat first down.
Hang on. They're still trying to figure it out.
The hold by number 74 of the offense is declined. The result of the play is a fumble recovered by Chicago. First down.
All right, everybody's having a tough night. We'll take a quick break. Be right back. So awarding free Bengals tickets with sideline access for 2. Look for sweepstakes registration details in Great Clips salons through October 16th. Great Clips. It's going to be great. Are you saying that he needs one? Oh, he needs one. He loves that cut. Rocking the do.
I like it.
Rocking the
nice
song.
moves on. Now there's a do.
He won't get cut.
No.
He might send somebody to Great Clips. Let's go downstairs to Mike Valparaiso, who's got a friend on the sidelines.
I do, and you know we got to stop and say hello to number 18, 4-time Pro Bowler A.J. Green. Lob softball here to start with. Are you as healthy as you've been coming into a season?
Yeah, I am, man. Changed my diet, worked out some different ways, and I feel great.
It shows out there. We got to talk to your quarterback about throwing the ball more too. You've got too many weapons out there.
Nah, man, that's good. That's good. Marv had a good game. Tyler, we got a lot of weapons on this team that can really go off, and I think it's key we keep everybody healthy, and sky's the limit.
Yeah, in all seriousness, with the emergence of Jeremy Hill and having Marvin come back with the guys that were here and Gio and now Tyler Eifert, I mean, is there enough football to go around all you guys?
There's always enough football. As long as we win, that's all that matters.
Talk about tonight. You guys moved the ball so well, both with Andy and then with AJ coming in. What made the difference tonight, and is this more the Bengals team we should expect?
Yeah, I think we had a great week of practice. Sometimes we didn't have games like that, but we can't have a game like that. Coming in the regular season, we're too talented to put on the performance we did last week. So we put our head down last week, had two good practices, and it came out here and showed it tonight.
Finally, how good is it to see a number 2 quarterback come along? And I know he's another SEC guy. We were just talking to Whit, the LSU, Alabama, so the Georgia, Alabama. But in seriousness, to see AJ come out and play like that tonight.
Oh man, it's good for AJ. It's a good start for him. He missed it all last year with the injury. And the way he came out and play, I see it every day in practice. He's a competitor. He's a leader. Coming from Alabama, he's probably one of the biggest to come out of there, and it's good to have him back playing football. He hasn't played in a couple like a year or two, so it's good to see him perform out there and get back, get his feet wet a little bit.
Very nice things of you to say from a rival school, AJ.
Right, it is. They beat us a couple of times, so number respect for them.
Very good. You shut it down now for 2 weeks and stay as healthy as you've been, and we'll see you in Oakland.
All right, man. Thank you. Thank you.
Right.
Thank you.
AJ Green, always a class act, guys.
Yes, he is. Mike, thanks very much. Bears facing a 2nd and 14 from the 47-yard line. Pressure for Clausen. He dumps the screen. Bengals ready for it. Defense working now. Nice stop by TCU backer Dawson. We got a little friend. A little friend who's joined us in the booth. Let me take you back to 1998 to 2003. The Mad Backer, Adrian Ross.
What's going on?
How are you?
I'm good.
California man, Cali coming in to watch your old Bengals. What brings you back in, just to see the boys?
Yeah, had to see the boys. I'm really excited about this team this year. They have a nice mix of young guys with veterans. And I said I want to come back and see it firsthand, say hi to everybody,
Yeah, you picked a good one. Hey, hang around for a second. We got to take a quick break. 10:49 to go in this one. We'll be right back. Cops are cracking down on drunk driving like never before. If you drive drunk, you're going to get caught. You'll be arrested. Drive sober or get pulled over. Funded by the Ohio Traffic Safety Office, a division of the Ohio Department of Safety. 3rd down and 17. Ball in midfield. Bengals looking for one more 3rd down stop. Pressure on. Clausen flag down on the field. Flag from the secondary. Flags from everywhere. Completion short of the 1st down. I know we've got a hold on the offense. We'll see what we've got in the secondary.
Well, the only thing Michael Olak could do was hold Marcus Hunt. Marcus Hunt just took him and drove him right back into the backfield.
Two fouls on the play. Holding, number 67 of the offense. Illegal contact, number 47 of the defense. By rule, those penalties offset. Replay 3rd down.
We'll play it one more time. All right, Adrian Ross still back with us in the booth. Now, you said in Cali, I can never keep up with what you're doing. You're producing, you're working videos. Agent game now?
Yes. I've been an agent, a licensed agent. This will be my 3rd year of it. I've been 6 years in the business. I worked for some other agencies, but now I'm certified myself.
But when you grow up, what do you want to do?
I think I want to be a head coach someday.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
Let this football mind to mind.
All right, you're talking NFL? You want to get back in the coaching game, NFL?
Definitely, because I need the best of the best. I learned from the best of the best. Dick LeBeau, Marvin Lewis, some of the greatest defensive minds. I want to pass it on to the guys like Perfect.
Great to have you stay in touch, man. Nice to see you. Adrian Ross, the Mad Backer. We got to take a quick break. We'll be back after this. Hey, the Bengals are proud to have Taco Bell Family Zone at Paul Brown Stadium. Taco Bell Family Zone is the place that every family wants to be. Taco Bell. What do you do, Anthony?
Le mas.
That's what you do. 3rd down and 17. Corey, you got to add up the amount of penalties we've got this evening. We've had our share of yellow on the field this evening, haven't we?
Might have to go to the bullpen for the officials. Their arms might be worn out.
Third down and 17 from midfield. The Bears have 10 penalties for 102 yards. The Bengals with 9 for 75.
Wow.
My math tells me that's 19 penalties. And Jimmy Clausen says, "Don't come hit me. I'm just going to." Oh! A flag on the field. And it comes out of the secondary. Now we've got 19 accepted penalties.
Pass interference. Offense number 2. That penalty is declined. 4th down.
Talking about the penalties, I'm going to talk about something positive. Deshaun Williams, number 69, peeled off and was right there with the running back like he had coverage. He read that short pass, and that's why Clausen had to throw that one away.
You mentioned his number. First game, Giants, said you spent some time watching practice and you believe this guy brings something.
He does. I mean, it's, you know, first of all, he comes from a big program, Clemson, and his motor is running all the time. And, you know, it's just not the effort, but he's got some skills.
Mario Alford back deep, speedster. Got it out across the 20.
Hey, there's something yellow on the field.
What?
And I think it's a penalty flag.
40-yard kick, 14-yard return.
After the kick, holding kicking team number 45. That 10-yard penalty will be added to the end of the play. 1st down.
A Shop Nike at the Bengals Pro Shop, offering the best selection of Bengals men's and women's Nike products. Visit the Pro Shop 7 days a week, located on the north side of Paul Brown Stadium, or shop online at Bengals.com.
Hey, Brad, nice Nike shirt you have there with the Bengals logo.
I'm glad you noticed.
It's very nice.
It looks much like yours.
Hey, it does. Nice. Very nice.
You know I look better in it.
You do. You really do.
Fill it
better.
out more than you do.
Mine's filled out pretty good.
1st and 10 from the 35-yard line. James Wilder Jr. in the backfield. Play action.
Look at this.
Little wide receiver screened a little. Nice little bubble on the left side as he'll take it for a 1st down across the 45. Pick up at 12. Tim Jennings in on the stop.
Check out Fisher and France out there, 74 and 64. Big fella's leading the way out there, trying to get a block. Nice execution. Let the deep lineman go and then start running downfield, pick somebody up.
Anthony, I don't want to mention it, but he made it through a play without a penalty.
Nice.
It's 1 in a row. Inside give. Wilder keeping the legs churning. Close to the 47-yard line. All right, if you're a glass half empty kind of guy, do you say, well, you know, you're going against a Bears team that didn't have 4 of their top wide receivers. Their defense really isn't all that healthy. They didn't do a whole lot, so I don't know what you're seeing. Is there any reason to look down on what the Bengals did against this football team tonight?
First of all, you know, if you have Jerry Rice out there, you have Michael Irvin, and the quarterback's getting hit every time. Oh,
like that?
Hit like that, like A.J. McCarron just got hit right there.
That's Lamar Houston's second.
I think because of the pressure the Bengals were putting on, and they had their linemen in there, I don't know if Cutler could have got the football to healthy wide receivers. So from a defensive standpoint, I'm going to say, no, I'm not going to take anything away from them. Offensively, the way they came out, the tempo they had, the execution. So I think, again, as we talked in the opening about bouncing back, taking that progress forward, I'm going to say this team came out and mentally was determined to do that and did.
Karen on 3rd and 17 gets out of trouble. Can he find someone? He did, but the catch wasn't made. Uzama was out there, had it in his hands, didn't bring it down.
Tell you what, you know, I know we keep talking about McCarron, but the way he escapes the rush as he does here, spins out, fills it, and And then he's running, and he's looking downfield the whole time. And not a bad throw going to his left, being a right-hander. Oh.
Blocked. Picked up. That may be the only way the Bears are going to score tonight. Yiffy Umodu. Umodu blocked it, picked it.
Dribbled it a little bit, and then got the handle and scored. Wow. That was not good.
Someone's going to get chewed out on this protection.
Came from, looks like it
straight
came
up
from the
the
right.
middle.
Yeah, was it the middle? Wow. In a hurry. Yep.
Here's a look.
Oh, there.
Outside and came in.
Yep, made a nice fake to the outside, came to the inside. Shiloh Keogh was the guy that would get a hit on him, then released. Man.
Counted as an 8-yard return for Ife Umodu on the touchdown. Extra point is up and through. So the Bears showing just a touch of life with 7:38 remaining. It's Bengals 21, Bears 10. Hey Cincinnati, let's roar this season. We want you to see your Bengals pride. So, submit your pictures, a little via social media. Hashtag Let's Roar. Pictures going to be featured on Bengals.com/Let's Roar. And we'll pick some awesome photos throughout the season and award Bengals prizes. So let's see your pride, Bengals fans. Let's roar together. Blocked punt, returned 8 yards. Ife Umodu.
What would you call his dance?
The Iffy Shuffle, is that where you're going towards?
Nice, I like it.
Alford, about 5 yards deep. May have been a bad decision, and he's dropped before the 15-yard line by Malcolm Bronson. .734 remains. Bengals put 21 on the board in the first half. Done very little, but I think they've seen enough of A.J. McCarron. So it is time. Time to get a little Keith Wenning on the field. Wenning out of Ball State.
Watson in the backfield with Winning.
Terrell Watson on the give. Let's throw it down to Mike Valpredo, who's got a big old friend down on field.
I do, and we're loving the new Jumbotrons, aren't we? This is nice. We're just sitting here watching the game. You like this, Domaton?
Mm-hmm. It was awesome, man. Watching the game on the new Jumbotrons. The Bengals did a great job with upgrading a lot of stuff here.
Thank you very much. They'll appreciate that. Let's talk about the upgrade on the defense. You guys, especially from Monday night, and the way you played, the way things happened fast. Gilberry was a force, obviously. Gino and yourself. Why was tonight so much better?
I feel like we started a lot faster today. On Monday night, it was they came out, they kind of got us on that first drive, but Coach made a great emphasis this week to start fast and finish strong, and I think we did that today.
We want to mention Ray Maraluga, of course, you know, because all you guys taking part, but you guys being together now year after year, where does that start to really translate as you get through the season to make the results happen week in, week out?
Yeah, man, that's such a blessing for us, for the organization, to keep us guys together here, especially in the defensive line here. Like guys like me, Gino, Dunlap, Gilberry, BT, to keep us up, Michael Johnson, you know, bringing him back, that's a big key. But just having that chemistry together, knowing that we can rely on each other through tough times, and especially in the game here, when you know that Michael Johnson's going to control his gap, I'll be in my gap, Gino will be in his gap. It's just the chemistry you have with each other, playing for years together, we know and rely on each other.
You really start to see that, just the way you guys know where the other guy is going to be, just from that familiarity. Let's talk real quick. I want to ask you about your touchdown dance that we're going to be working on. We talked about you coming in and blocking, because years ago we showed your touchdown at Michigan State, and in 10 years we got to get you an NFL touchdown. Yeah. So we're going to start working on the Domata Pecco to score a touchdown drive with Marvin. You think that's going to work out?
Oh, heck yeah, man. That would be a dream come true, man. Anytime a defensive lineman gets his hand on the ball and gets in the end zone is such a blessing. It's our dream, you know. So I'm just going to be patient, like I told you, and when my number's called, I'll be ready to go.
So guys, we've been working 94 into his first touchdown. Also, his broadcasting career post football. Here, take the mic.
Hey, Mike. Mike. You
Yes,
can
sir.
tell him I can teach him if he wants. You know, with 4 touchdowns, I had a little bit of touchdown dance in me. So if he wants me to work on it with them, you know, I'd be more than happy.
Anthony Munoz is offering his touchdown dancing tutorial for you, Domata.
Oh, yeah?
Anthony's up there in the booth, and you guys can work on some moves later
Tell him
on.
I caught 4 touchdowns.
Yeah, Anthony, I'd love for you to teach me some moves. But I'm known for a guy on the team. I got some pretty good moves myself.
Okay.
Man.
All right. Well, we're going to work on that 94 getting in the end zone this year, guys.
All right.
Thanks, Domata.
Thanks, Mike. I appreciate it.
Every time.
Thanks very much. Can we just get this updated video of you teaching Domata Peko a touchdown dance?
Heck yeah. You know, it's one of those, you know, it was kind of like, act like you've never been there, so it wasn't very demonstrative. It was just kind of like, you know.
Does it actually count as a dance?
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. But it's, you know, it's just, I learned from Isaac Curtis. No, actually, the worst thing I did on the touch, I tried to do a Gronkowski spike one time. And one of my line mates gave me a hug and about ripped my shoulder out because I was on the way down and he caught me just under the arm, and it was like, oh, I thought I was going to have to sit out the rest of the game.
Yeah, that can be a problem. All right, how about a little Domata tans to break? Oh yeah.
I can't help him.
And now it's time to take a look at the Cincinnati Children's change the outcome play of the game. 5-82, Anthony.
A.J. McCarron to Marvin Jones. Nice throw, nice catch. And, you know, the more you look at it, the better the throw. Look at the linebacker. Just threw it right over his hands, and then Marvin Jones with the concentration, the big linebacker in front of him. Excellent play.
31-yard touchdown pass. That changed the outcome of the game. Cincinnati Children's changing the outcome for families right here in the tri-state and around the world. Bears take it out to the 30-yard line. We're inside 5 to play. And Marvin Jones, boy, good to see a healthy Marvin Jones back on the field. We talk about the weapons, and this is a guy who a couple of years ago had 10 touchdowns.
Right, exactly. You know, so now you're talking A.J. Green, Marvin Jones, Mohamed Sanu. That makes a nice wide receivers group there.
Incomplete to Daniel Thomas.
Then you got your slot receiver, Rex Burkhead.
Right. Clausen to throw. Pressure coming. Escapes up the middle. Almost had his head taken off by P.J. Dawson. And Clausen's still down. No flag on the field. Catch him in the helmet with a knee.
Take a look here. Wow. Devin Steele almost got a sack there. Yeah, it looks like the knee. Because it sure wasn't the head.
Dawson sees him coming.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might have been a knee, huh?
Yep. I've known that young man since he was like 6th, 7th grade. Jimmy Clausen, not P.J. Dawson, but see right here, rookie linebacker. 3rd round pick. TCU. Another Horned Frog, Andy Dalton. White and purple. Jimmy Clausen used to sit in the condo complex down in Knoxville, Tennessee. Throw the football at about 6th, 7th grade. His brother Casey Clausen was Michael's quarterback at Tennessee. They went in together. So the family, we had a condo there when his family had a condo, and he used to sit out there and just for hours throw the football. Of course, he goes on to play at Notre Dame and Carolina, and now with the Bears. I believe the 2nd year with the Bears now.
Being tended to.
Yep. Good thing he's getting
sitting up and getting up.
That's good.
Sean Fox says last thing we need is another injury.
Exactly.
And especially going into preseason game number 4, if your backup quarterback can't go. So they'll move to David Fales. out of San Jose State. 2 top passing seasons in that school's history. He could sling it. And the Bengals made him jump. That's Dawson again.
False start. Number 67 in the offense. 5-yard penalty. Still 3rd down.
Whoa.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Full speed, then he puts the brakes on.
The guy that jumped was 4 players down from that. There's some guys that when you're going 2s or 3s against 3s, it's just unfair that they're calling me a 3, but I'm not a 3.
Exactly.
I'm going to get to you.
Yep.
They're down at 13 from the 27. Fails, dumps out the wide receiver screen, won't go very far. And the Bears will be forced to punt.
Mario Alford gets a chance to return one here.
Super Mario. So fun first half. Slow down a little bit with the flags in the second half.
Yep. Game has a tendency to do that when you start seeing a lot of yellow flags on the ground.
Bengals almost got there.
Little.
Fair catch called for and made across the 25-yard line. 41-yard kick. 2:54 remaining in this one. The executive producer of tonight's broadcast is Brian Sells. Coordinating producers David Ashbrock and Russ Jenish. Tonight's game producer is Kent Weaver. We're directed tonight by Russ Jenish. Associate producers for Bengals Television Scott Simpson, Jamie Berkeley, Maddie Fennell, and Andy Pierce. And engineering support provided by Rick Tenenfeld and graphics by Jim Mueller. Mark McIntyre, my spotter tonight, Corey Howell working our stats this evening, and Jeff Davis managing everything in the booth. And a host of great photographers and technical support all throughout. Great job tonight, guys.
Everybody's done a fantastic job.
Terrell Watson getting the ball. Is this a potential practice squad guy you see in the backfield?
I tell you what, he's run the ball 3 times, and every time it's been pretty hard. He's almost broken one. So I mean, you know, from what I've seen, potentially.
2nd and 8 from the 28.
Whoa!
No spin cycle for Watson.
Yep.
And that should bring us to the 2-minute warning.
This is the 2-minute warning.
Thank you for confirmation. We'll be right back. 2 minutes to play, and it's time for tonight's gold star of the game. Who else but A.J. McCarron?
Had an excellent football game. Again, coming in, getting a chance to play with the number 1s. Nice job throwing the football. And when he had to, scramble, complete passes. Right there, Marvin Jones. And he spread it around. It wasn't one guy he continued to go to. He spread the ball around. Nice job. Congratulations, A.J. McCarron.
There'll be a lot of Roll Tide love tonight, won't there?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
3rd down and 2 from the 34. Winning on the give left side. Nice push. Was it enough?
Looks like it is.
They're moving the change.
Yep.
Bengals can pretty much run it out from here.
Yep.
So you wanted a big step. What did you call it? A huge step?
A huge leap forward. Because they took a big step backward, but they took a huge leap forward.
Great dress rehearsal for the Bengals, if that's what you call this 3rd game. Marvin poo-pooed that idea that this is a dress rehearsal because of the schedule, as you're playing all these games in short amount of time, a Monday night game, then a Saturday night game, and then a Thursday night game to get it all done. So you hope you have enough bodies when it's all done. Bengals have to get down to 75 on Tuesday. That's a fairly easy cut, but you've got to leave guys to be able to play a game against Indianapolis, and they're 75 on Thursday down the road to close this one out.
You know, it's interesting, but then when Hugh Jackson was talking, he talked about this being the third preseason game. Guys are playing more. So
there you go. That's right.
Yeah. But they did a tremendous job bouncing back tonight. This kid here, hard runner.
It's his 9th rush of the night. I'll give him 1 on that for 41 yards on the evening.
There's Hugh Jackson, the offensive coordinator, doing a nice job. Up-tempo coming out right away and really sealed the deal in that first drive.
Bengals with a win against the Giants, then they lose to Tampa Bay, and they come back and they destroy the Chicago Bears. Only time the Bears get into the end zone is on a blocked punt and a missed assignment. But they shut them down defensively, ones against ones, and offensively dismantled them. With Andy Dalton at quarterback, with A.J. McCarron at quarterback, what's your biggest takeaway? Should the Bengals fans be extremely excited about what they saw tonight, or is it too early for that?
I think, again, for me and a fan, not as much on the physical, but the mental part. The fact that they came back, their execution was as good as it was. Offensively and defensively. It wasn't like, okay, this group bounced back. But this group was, the defensive line, the linebackers, the offensive line, the quarterback, everybody was on the same page. They bounced back, and to me, it showed the mentality of saying, hey, we got whipped. It's a preseason. These games don't count. But I'm a competitor, and I'm not going to let that happen here at home.
They gave a whooping back. Bengals 21-10 over the Bears. We'll be back to wrap things up right after this.